Ladies and gentlemen, Pimpmunk. Good morning, everybody, and welcome to the Morning Wood. This is the Morning Wood where you get what, Missy? Oh, Missy's not here. What do we get, Shabisky?
Wooded so good.
Yes, indeed.
Oh, yeah.
And the reason Missy's not here is her computer's messing up right now. She's trying to get it fixed right quick, and she'll be joining us shortly if she does get it fixed. But we are joined today by
her stunt double.
Her stunt double, yeah. Her first time on the show. Lola, what's happening?
Hello.
Hello, mate. And of course, the beautiful, sexy, amazing Marshall Manson. How you doing?
I'm flattered. I didn't get called Johnny Depp today. That's cool.
No, you don't normally get called that because you're really not that, but still. You are cute, though. You're the young version of Johnny Depp, so we're all good with it.
Cool.
And of course, I'm joined by the man in the t-shirt, the man with the cap that's backwards, the dab machine,
Yeah.
the Mr. Word
yeah.
of the day,
Yeah.
Shabisky.
Oh, yeah. You guys want me to take a dab?
Nope. And also joined, as always, the wonderful, awesome, most amazing producer man in the history of producer men. I'm talking about Booleanenator. What's up?
Not much. I'm actually pretty good. I'm looking forward to this show today because this is important stuff that Lola has to say.
Do I?
She's like, "What? What? Yes, what you say, Lola, is important. We are looking forward to."
Oh, don't put any pressure on me. That's fine. Just no pressure at all.
No pressure.
The most
No
important thing
pressure.
about me today is why is my penis green button?
Green?
Yeah.
Go to a clinic, bro.
No, I'm gonna see how many
Yeah.
colors it gets before I go. I want to test the rainbow, not taste the rainbow, but test the rainbow.
Gross.
Gross.
I'm gonna see how many colors I can do before I go to the clinic. We also got Black Guy TV in the chat room. What's up? Who will be here on the show Thursday, actually. Looking forward to that because we always welcome the afros.
Equal opportunity. I like it.
Yes. Not that I'm talking about his hair. He's got a huge afro. No, he doesn't. He doesn't have an afro at all.
He doesn't have
But-
any hair.
No, he's a cool guy though. I like him. I've never really sat down and talked to him, but he's really good friends of mine. So Hannibal and Monty, who are like my brothers from another mother with different pigmentations. Yes, but they're awesome. I love them. Hannibal and Monty, coolest people on earth. Well, second and third. I'm first coolest person on earth. Everybody knows that.
Yeah.
Hopefully Missy will get her computer fixed shortly and be here with us. Shabisky is the greatest, says Shane the Pain. Who is the fuck is Shane the Pain, Shabisky?
They're a genius, apparently.
Apparently. I think you're the fakest.
What? No.
Because, okay, let me ask you a question, Marshall.
Okay.
Listening to me and Shabisky on any show that we've ever done together, who would you say is the sidekick, Marshall?
On any show?
Me and him. If you hear us talking, who would you say is the sidekick and who's the leader?
I mean, you talk more, but it kind of makes you win by default.
Yeah, but when I speak, it's worth way more than when Pimpmunk speaks. He just blabs on and on.
Do you
So
agree
what?
with that statement, Marshall?
You have like 6 preset statements that you make.
Yeah. They're pretty damn good, right?
They are good. I'm not gonna take that from you.
Mm-hmm.
Wait a minute.
Yeah, so
It
I'm
was
the
an
best. Okay,
accident?
thank you, Marshall.
What?
Yeah,
That's
Marshall
good
agreed
stuff.
I'm the best. Okay, get over it, Pimp.
What?
I won. What?
You did not.
I just won. Okay, all right. Now on to the next subject.
Shabisky the other night on Drunken Peasants claimed that I was his sidekick.
That's the thing. I've never really watched you guys together on any show other than this because I haven't seen any of Shabisky's DP appearances.
You never
But
watched Tap?
Not in a while. Not since before Shabisky.
Oh, well, it's really not changed. It's me and Ben talking, Shabisky every now and again making a noise.
What?
So basically, you guys are describing Shabisky as a soundboard.
Yes.
Yeah,
He
like
is a
pull my
soundboard.
ear, I make a noise.
I don't know.
Like I said before, I've said this many times. When the kid talks, he can be funny. I enjoy him. I just got to get him to talk more. I guess I got to move my hand more because, it's up his ass and he's my puppet. So, yeah.
Puppet Bisky.
Puppet-bisky.
Oh, whoa. Shit. Somebody's control. Oh, fuck. I got to take a dab. I can't control myself. There's a hand up my ass making me take a dab. Ah. Whoa, I can't control it. It's getting a fat dab.
It's not
Holy
getting
shit.
better.
Oh, my God.
It's
Not
not
state
getting
is a powerful
better.
thing.
Pimp. You're really, oh my God, you really want this dab. Okay, I'm
Stop
getting
doing
it.
marijuana.
I'm getting it.
Stop doing the marijuana, Shabby.
No. That's my drug of choice.
What did you do to her computer to break it?
Magic.
Okay. Well, let's
Tired
talk to ask. Okay, here's your opportunity to stand out, Shabisky. I need you to ask the guest Lola a question.
Lola, how are you doing today, ma'am?
No, not the simple shit like that. Something in depth.
You're the or wait, hold on. What do you think of Donald Trump lying about the Cordova virus?
I've been to that place in Spain actually. Yo fuiste a España en el año 2001 en Córdoba.
I'm gonna guess the only one that on this panel that can remotely understand what you said would be Bulls.
I just know of I would say Cordoba instead of Cordova, but I mean, I can show my this board off finally. So remember when there was the data leak of all of like the CDC and the couple of other organizations? Well, yeah. I got a hold of it. What I did was I didn't try to, you couldn't have logged into anybody's account with it, but you can certainly get a lot of information about why they picked certain passwords and why they picked certain usernames. And from that, I made a list.
Mm.
Yeah. There's the answers.
I like it.
It's all.
I like the third one.
The third one.
Okay. Well, and Vice was all like, "Oh, it's like neo-Nazis that leaks everything," so that's why it says "fuck you, Vice." But yeah, these are all the pending vaccines that they're working on to try to get approved by the end of this year. All the other people that were working on stuff, and I have to erase this soon, but I did take a picture.
Oh.
Includes that one that got fucking shut down.
Which one that got shut down?
One of the vaccines got shut down recently because one of the patients started experiencing like neurological symptoms.
Yeah, I heard something about that.
Yeah, but it's only one. I think I can't remember how many were in stage 2, but there was like a good handful of them.
Yeah. There's a lot of weird, and people had all these theories and whatever, and I just didn't care about that part. But it was interesting to see, like, there was clearly a split and clearly two sides. There was like Bill Gates, the Gates Foundation, and then everything that he owns, which is the World Health Organization and the
There
CDC.
she is.
Ta-da!
And the breasts have arrived.
Thank you.
You're welcome. It just wasn't the same without Missy looking all beautiful. I noticed she's been wearing the white shirt more lately too, because she knows I like it. And I think she's beautiful when she wears white.
Thank you.
I'm
really mad at my laptop right now.
What, babe?
I'm really mad at my laptop right now. So I'm using my other laptop that I'm not very happy about having to use.
Well, Shabisky called you a cunt earlier for not late, so.
Thanks, Shab.
You're muted,
Shab.
I'm sorry.
See,
Okay?
a leader, I wouldn't forget that. A sidekick only would forget that shit.
No.
Saying.
You're the one that was making me take the dab.
Marshall.
Missy's more of a leader than you are, Shabby.
Damn.
You're the Robin to her breast man.
What?
Okay.
I think you're misremembering that comic. But I don't think that was what it was called.
Well, it is now.
Okay.
I love Batman. I'm so excited.
I'm sorry
for
that
the
you had
new
a bad
Batman
morning.
film.
I hate when that shit happens too. Look at me not being able to have a camera, and most of my comedy, well, not most of it, but a big part of my comedy is my facial features and shit. Meaning the facial expressions that I make, and I'm not even able to show that shit. I hate that. And then I got a message from John yesterday saying that the camera got sent back to him for some reason, so he's having to resend it. So.
The hell?
Well, yeah, not only does my other laptop like having a conniption fit or something, but I had my kid's school principal at my house this morning.
Yeah, I saw your
there was
tweet.
a huge fiasco with my kid at the school, and think like the principal at least was a decent enough person that he felt like such an asshole that he drove to my house to like apologize to my child in person, like not just to me but like to my child. So
he was flirting with you.
No,
if it was a single dad, he wouldn't have drove to the fucking house. Let's face the fact. If it was Shabisky's kid, the principal wouldn't come up. Shit.
It was a DILF. The president would not be on his way
DILF.
there right now.
Do they say that, DILF?
Yeah,
do they actually say that? Term.
Yeah.
I know them. I didn't know if it was filth or DILF.
DILF, bro.
Dilf.
Filth's father. I like to fuck.
Dilfy friend.
Dude, I'm still stuck on something. I've been ranting for 2 days. This goddamn movie that's out on Netflix is fucking with my brain, dude. They should not have that thing on
It's
Netflix.
so inappropriate. I haven't watched any of it. I watched that.
And me and Shabisky was on the same board here for a minute, like the same boat. We were like, it's probably not that big a deal. That's probably, But then I seen one fucking scene. And they say that's not even the worst scene.
I had to turn, I saw, that clip of it, and I had to turn it off. I was like, this is fucking...
Somebody shared on Twitter, dude. It fucked me up, man. Yeah. You got a little 11-year-old girl tapping her hoo-ha on stage and grinding into the stage and twerking. It's basically stripper moves that an 11-year-old is doing. And they say that's not even the worst shit. They say there's much worse dance scenes in the movie.
I think what's crazy to me is that critics and Netflix are just so willing to die on this hill. They are just like, nope, this is a good movie. I don't care what anyone says. No, there's no fucking, in my opinion, there's no middle ground on this. This is absolutely.
I don't want to hear this. Oh, it's art shit. Fuck that.
I'm okay.
Art can cross a line. I don't give a fuck what anybody says. Art can cross a line.
I'm perfectly fine with fucking really shocking art. I love shock rock, love all kinds of shit like that, but not when it comes to exploiting children. You just can't.
If somebody made a picture right now and put it on Twitter of KKK fucking something, they'd go crazy, which they should because it's racist. Mm. We should also be fucking irate over children being exploited like this.
Yeah.
And you know, I know there's a lot of other bad shit going on, but we got enough room in our hearts to have, be pissed off about more than one thing. You should be, if you're a grown adult and you're not a child molester, you should be irritated by this.
Yeah, did you know disgusting. They auditioned like 500 to 600 kids?
I know Missy was telling me that yesterday. I didn't know that until like yesterday.
Insane.
So he went and apparently this dude got arrested. This one dude's got arrested before for this kind of shit, right?
Which one? I haven't heard that.
The guy that directed the movie.
No, it was a chick that directed it.
Yeah, it was female. The guy that produced it or whatever. I don't know. And he's made another movie like this before.
Yeah, there's a man that's related to the movie. I don't remember his exact role with producing it.
Producer, but probably producer.
I believe he also had something to do with a couple other movies that were similar in nature to this one that only came out in France.
Well, it was if I understand correctly, they made a French version of this film, and it went went over really well with like critics and stuff, which apparently was not quite as extreme as this one. But then Netflix did another one or some shit like that.
Well, this movie is a foreign film, right? But it's just dubbed over.
Okay, so then this is the French film.
This is the movie. It's just dubbed over with English language.
Yeah, and it's awful.
And like I said, the only thing I've seen of the movie was that one dance scene where they were on stage and there was an audience or whatever. And from what I hear, somebody was talking about it yesterday. There's a scene where they're dancing on the stairs or something that's even worse than when they're dancing on the stage.
I read like a description of the most problematic scenes in the movie, and there was one that stuck out to me where I don't know why, but I guess they get in shit with security somewhere, and she twerks for the security guard, and the security guard's like, "Okay, you can go." Like,
oh my god,
it was a grown ass man.
And a woman. See, what bothers me about the woman directing the movie, and I'm not a woman, but we have two women here, and if they think I'm wrong for saying this, then they can correct me. But it looks like a woman who, most women have gone through some version of sexual harassment or rape or whatever. I don't know of a woman that hasn't dealt with something like that. Looked like they would not put a woman, much less a little girl, in that kind of position.
What's shocking to me?
I'm not judging women. I'm not, and I know people go like some people would say, "Oh, you can't tell women." You know, I'm just saying from a outsider. It's like when I see black people support, the Confederate flag. I'm like, what the fuck are you thinking?
Well, normally,
or gay people going to church. I'm like, what the fuck? So
I would think that in most cases, a woman wouldn't want to put a child in that kind of situation, but if that woman herself was put in that situation when she was a child and is traumatized from it,
I don't
and then
like that argument. I know the argument, and listen,
I'm saying if there's something wrong,
I agree with you
personally, and she wants to cause harm.
Okay, here's the thing. I know this is true, and I know your argument is valid. And by saying I don't like it is because, as you know, I've talked about this many times. I've heard this argument about child molesters that, most child molesters were molested as children. I understand that, but I was also raped as a child. I didn't turn out to be a fucking child molester.
Of course, but that's you. There are plenty of people that have been abused.
I know, but here's the thing.
And then go out and abuse themselves.
And I did not deal with the shit well at all. I was 30-something years old before I could talk about it. So balling it up inside, I did. So I just don't. And maybe and like I said, I am arguing as an individual. I'm not arguing as a whole bunch of people. But I just don't see how that. To me, it turns me off worse. I don't understand that. I don't understand how. But like I said, people's minds work different, and I'm not here to judge everybody. I'm not. I promise I'm not trying to. And maybe I sound very judgmental right now, and I don't mean to. But fuck those people.
I mean, basically, you're making the correlation is not causation statement, essentially.
Yes.
Yeah. No, that's totally understandable.
And it does work in most cases, but then there are those cases where, you know, they have Stockholm syndrome from the abuse that they endured. So in turn, they go out and cause.
I will address that
themselves.
in just a second, Mr. Lawrence. I was waiting for somebody to make that statement because first time I met Lola here, I said, "Damn, y'all look alike." Yes, she does look like Missy's little sister or something. She definitely does. Or you know, they definitely look like sisters. They do. They're both very pale.
Another beauty with dark hair and glasses.
Yeah, but you know they do favor. I mean, they don't look exactly alike, but they could say, "Hey, we're sisters," and nobody would question it.
And Pimp, along your argument with that, I would say are they abusing because they were abused, or are they abusing because it's a learned behavior and they're emulating their abusers? Those are two totally different things. Those are two totally different things.
Yeah,
it's
and
not
I agree with you. I agree.
It's not the abuse that they suffered that causes them to abuse. It's emulation of those around them, and they don't know a different way to deal with it. They don't know how else to live because they've never had an example.
I understand. I still don't think it's an excuse, though.
No excuse.
No excuse.
That's most likely why it's occurring. If it is
I understand, no, but I completely.
It's a reason, not an excuse.
Yes, I get the argument. I definitely 100% get the. God damn it, this microphone's going crazy. I get the argument. I do. I just, as somebody who has been there and I you know, you're never going to get over it. By the way, women here can tell you, or anybody who's ever been sexually raped, you know, or whatever, you're never going to get over it, but you learn to live with it. You learn to deal with it. And if you didn't learn to deal with it, then maybe you need to do something. I don't know. I'm not trying to be Mr. Give you the reason. I don't know. It just bothers me to say, well, because some people, I have heard the argument of that tries to excuse it, right, because of that. And that pisses me off.
Right.
No, that's reprehensible. That's reprehensible. Excusing people's behavior is never a good thing. Everybody should be accountable for their behavior, whatever their circumstance is. There's no excuse.
But I do get it. I'm not saying I completely don't get it. It's just hard for me to grasp, I guess, is what I'm trying to get to. And I would, and you know, and when I think about people exploiting children, because now you've given, think about this, it's simple. You've given somebody legal shit to, like pedophiles, to go and watch this movie, because the scene that I watched, a pedophile could easily get off on this shit, because this shit is, because honestly, if I see Missy doing that dance, or grown woman doing that dance, it would turn me on, because I'm attracted to adult women, right? So if a person is attracted to children and he sees a child dancing like those children were dancing, it's definitely going to help them. So we're giving them fucking product now.
I think there needs to be a criminal investigation into this film. I really do.
I don't know. It just pisses me off. What do you think, Missy's sister?
Well, I've not done a whole lot of research into it, because it would probably just make me really angry. But I've seen people responding to it, and also there was kind of the gap there between when it was announced and then when it was like actually premiered. So that there was kind of like a little bit of a absence in it being talked about. But the thing that gets to me so much that's kind of related to this, and with this sort of situation, since it is such a greater, like a larger issue, and people are aware of it, and, you know, people want to be able to express their opinions about it, and rightfully so. Mm-hmm. But then when we see things online that are also issues similar that are related to this and aren't just on as big of a scale, people don't know how to properly report it.
Exactly.
And
I want,
yeah.
No, go ahead, finish your statement.
Oh.
I just want to address something in the chat when you're done.
Yeah, it's just so. I mean, at least fortunately in this case with the movie and with everything, there are people that are raising certain questions, and then people that can actually look into it. Yeah. Whereas other issues that aren't as big, and maybe it's like something that's quite small. For example, like there was a website, for example, that existed for a bit there. I won't say the name of it.
You talking about baby art?
No.
Okay, there was a site called Baby Art where they had drawings of children getting fucked. It was crazy.
This was a message board, basically a very misogynistic one, in favor of basically everything non-consensual. And I managed to find out where it was hosted, who hosted it, the company, and the country. And so what I did was reported it. What does everyone else do? Because and I'll make this my big rant. So if I suspected that there was somebody down the street from me dealing pretty large amounts of drugs, I'm not going to get on fucking Twitter and be like, so I think, you know what I think? I think there's some people that are transporting. Well, I live in the South, so this is what they sound like. So I was like, they have the cars that do. I mean, they must get nauseous in there. I don't know, but they're doing something out of that house, and I think that it's maybe a powder, or I don't think it smells, but it looks like they're smelling something. I'm not real sure, but I think that you know what that does? That gives them a heads up to get rid of evidence.
Oh,
so when you make a YouTube video that's like, I found this website, here it is. Guess what? That pedo gets to burn everything. Fucking thank you. Like,
yeah. I agree with that. By the way, I want to. Somebody says the movie was it was criticism of sexualization of children. Okay, they could have made a movie doing that without the scenes that they recorded. They can do that without a child tapping her hoo-ha on stage and grinding in the fucking ground.
There's no way.
They even did that in that one scene, Missy. They did that dance that they do where they had like the vagina's wet and dash it.
I know. I saw the clip. I saw the clip that Kirsch put, and it took all of me to watch it in its entirety.
Yeah, so they could have made a movie criticizing child exploitation without actually exploiting children. Okay?
Exactly. They could have handled this some other way. Like, you did not have to go. Like, okay, imagine if you're like, we're going to make a film protesting murder by showing actual live murders. Like, no, you fucking murdering people for the production of this film. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. I mean, we make movies criticizing murder all the time without actually killing people. So, yeah.
I mean, this could have been a good documentary. Mm-hmm. You know, interviewing people that could explain the effects of what this would have on children. And, you know, what exactly was this dance competition that happened? Because now that's what concerns me. Like, what sort of dance competition had to happen where this was where all the wiggling was going on? Like,
right. Where's the teacher that taught these kids this dance? Where are the parents that agreed to let their children dance like that?
The parents should be criticized heavily. The parents of those actresses, of those child actresses, should be criticized heavily. And here's the thing. I'm a person who wants art to push it as much as you can. But once it involves children, you're going too far, right? And, you know, we don't need to bring children to this. And there's ways we can you know, try to hurt child exploitation without fucking actually exploiting children. That doesn't make any sense. So I don't want to hear that argument about that movie. Because that's stupid. Right. I mean, you can make the argument, but I just think it's stupid.
It really comes down to where are their parents? Because, I mean, everyone knows that my youngest is trans and identifies as a boy. But when he was little and 4-5 years old, my cunt of a mother forced him into ballet classes, but you can bet your ass that I was there at every single class, watching and seeing what was happening with my child. They're little. Like, I'm not just going to drop them off and leave, but that's what you do as a parent. You watch over them. So where are these girls' parents when they're tapping on their crotch and shaking their ass in the air and doing the little crybaby bounce thing? Like,
I'm getting annoyed by some of the people like defending this in the chat room. I mean, you have the right to do that if you feel like it, but I mean, it's just that I can't understand where you're coming from with this.
There's a person defending this?
In a way, they're saying it's like, it's in a way.
What's crazy to me is actually a lot of the people I've seen defending this show their faces anyway. I've actually seen a fair amount of women defending this film, which really surprised me. Like, it really did shock me that women would be even remotely okay with this film.
Yeah, it is shocking. That is shocking. It's I don't understand it. That's like I said earlier. I don't get how women can do it. It's like I don't see how gay people go to church,
If you're saying that shallow Americans don't understand the art turning a movie into a pedo conspiracy theory, is snuff porn art?
No, well, no, but it's adults.
Still
and they're
art.
agreeing to do it, that's fine. Adults. Once you involve kids, it's a different fucking story.
Yeah, once a person can't consent, which if you are under 18, you can't. That's just
that's where it's different here too, is that this is a movie about children. That's why people are getting up in arms about it. It's not about the art. The art is coming into it in any aspect of it. It's about what's right.
How is that shallow of Americans or anybody to want to defend children?
Look, I'm very critical of Americans, and I don't think they got this one wrong. I'm telling you. And look, how can you really say, like, think about it. Do you think a kid could really understand the consequences of being in this film for their life? They can't. They've no, like...
They just want to be famous.
Exactly. They're not thinking about, like, for example, what has happened. This huge blow-up. They had no way to see around corners, see how this is going to affect
the movie is about a girl who's living in a Saudi household who is rebelling against whatever system things are going on in the household. So this is what she's doing. What else is she going to talk into doing to rebel against that?
The dumbest argument ever just been made in the chat room, though. The dumbest argument ever. Oh, okay. So I'm reading this from home in the chat room.
Oh, I see it.
Yeah, so this is a dumb argument. I'm sorry, but it's dumb.
Okay, you tackle it, then I will.
Children were exploited. Do you think black people were exploited when they believed in civil rights and I guess he meant sacrifice there themselves? Really? Honestly?
You're going to compare this movie to the civil rights movement? You lost the plot. Kids can consent to dancing, but those kids, there's no, just that's your parents.
You compare someone.
You can't even
at the dining table or sitting on the front of the bus to children being exploited. They were trying to get their rights. These kids aren't trying to get rights.
No, these kids are not trying to get these kids. These kids are essentially being used by their parents for money to make a movie where a bunch of people who would like nothing better than to remove laws to protect those same children would. That's the problem right there in a nutshell.
Yeah. Can I go? Okay, I'm about to... Blah, blah, blah. Okay, so this clown's an appropriate name. Good job. All right. So first off, no, I don't really want to see a movie where children are being exploited. As someone that is a survivor of multiple violent crimes, that shit's going to set me off. I'm going to break something. So no, it's probably a wise idea. I don't watch it. But if I know that certain things are happening in it, that's enough for me. And the fact that they had to have a psychologist on set to help them process what they were doing, that shouldn't need to be a fucking thing.
Yeah.
Because when
that goes as far as art. That's
I mean, okay, take for example the movie Precious, right? I don't know if you guys have seen that film.
Yes.
It's an excellent film, and it has some really horrible stuff that happens in it, but the way they go about presenting it is wonderfully done, and not a single child was hurt.
Yeah.
I mean, the actress herself played a 16-year-old, but was 26 years old. Yeah. Like, so you can still get that.
Right, you could still have done this and portrayed the art that you want to portray without having to use actual children.
We're not.
Yes. And
You
for
could've
me,
used
I mean,
the point wasn't trying to be against, but they didn't have to actually exploit children to do that. They didn't have to do that.
Yeah. Have you guys seen the movie Kids from the mid-90s? Okay, that movie, highly controversial. The actors were all of age. Too. Yeah.
No, they used some of them weren't, though.
18,
well,
19,
there was proof that Lazaria or whatever one of the chicks, Rose or something, she was only 13 when she made that movie.
Yeah, but she wasn't. There wasn't a naked scene.
She wasn't of age. She didn't have any of those scenes. But
she didn't do any kind of scenes either, though.
No, right. But she wasn't of age.
The only time they showed the girls, one of the girls' boobs, the girl that was playing was of age. But she was playing a teenager, but she was actually of age. And the boy that was raping her in the scene was actually of age too. When he played Casper.
Yeah. If you, so I guess one of the like original flyers that went out, like casting call things, were asking for kids as young as 13.
Yeah, but they didn't put them actually in scenes that were like. So I know again, it was a risque movie. That was a very risque movie.
Yeah,
it was a good movie. It was a risque movie, but they didn't actually put children in scenes. And like I said, if they wanted to get adult actors to do this, I wouldn't have cared.
Mm.
But these were 10-year-olds, dude, 11-year-olds. This is disgusting. And you know, and you can have the right. You have every right to defend it or whatever. If you feel like it's not wrong, I'll support your opinion or whatever. But I will not agree with it.
I'm just damn. With people making comments as far as like, the depiction in your mind and you can't define if it's art or not. I've been working with victims advocacy programs for years, doing peer counseling, doing evidence collection, talking with people that have been through this kind of thing. I know the effects of it. So to sit and tell me that I don't fully understand the depiction of it, I don't need to see 11-year-olds grinding to get it. I've heard these stories for years. And yes, I said that your name was appropriate as clown because it represents basically your take. Just to clear that up for you. But yeah, there's no reason this should have been done that way. And it's baffling to me that in the process, nobody said anything.
I know.
In the process.
Yeah, we're about to move on from this subject though because Shabisky's uncomfortable.
Mm-hmm. Okay, fair enough.
Not enough of you guys talking about kitties, weirdos.
Because he's actually casted for Cuties Part 2, so.
Yeah, I'm gonna be so cute.
Yeah.
So bad. So bad.
But you just gotta be careful. And I don't like it. I don't like it. And I don't give a fuck if you don't like that. I don't like it. You have the right. And Marshall's fucking with something.
Well, I lost my fucking coat hanger. I can't find it.
Holy shit.
So you replaced it with
I was literally about to ask you if you found your coat hanger.
No, the coat hanger was hanging on this, and now it's just an armrest.
Oh, that's just.
Does Marilyn have it? Did she take it?
I feel like. Yeah, I mean, yeah, she probably did. I don't know.
You need to go to the store and get a new one.
No, it's not the same.
No, This is the coat hanger.
Did she recently get pregnant?
Oh my
God. It's plastic. It would have broken and never would have worked anyway.
That's awful.
Can we get a disavow?
You should have told that joke, Shabisky.
It was an accident.
Get a disavow for that one. Thank you, boss.
But Missy, where's your clothes hanger today?
Probably in the closet where it fucking belongs.
One of my favorite memes was of all time. Well, it wasn't even that famous of a meme, but I seen it not too long ago. It was a dude took his girlfriend or wife or whatever to the hospital, and she broke her arm, and in the picture it said, I had to bring my dishwasher in for repair.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was pretty fucking awesome.
I could appreciate, like, you know what, as I've also thought of, is that just how, and this is disregarding the previous thing we talked about, this is more of kind of like the whole cancel culture thing of, like, people love to be offended over things that really don't make a difference. And it reminded me this morning as I was making my coffee, I'm like, if George Carlin were still alive today.
Oh, I wonder what he would say.
Yeah, like I come back to this every couple of months or whatever, because one of the things I regret in my life is not going to see him right before he died. And I just think of all these things that he pointed out that I'm like, if he were to do that today, Twitter would just break. It would break. And like Bill Hicks, some of the stuff that Bill Burr says, it blows my mind. It's like helicopter parenting has now turned into like, I want to say like helicopter like young adults. I don't know if that makes sense. I don't know a term for that.
I got you.
But that wouldn't really be a helicopter. They're just like a shitty drone that barely works.
It's like what the helicopter, what helicopters grew into.
Yeah.
Hey,
Helicopters.
that's a good name for them. What the helicopters?
What the hell?
I just think of this drone that like tries to hover above everybody else to see what they're doing wrong, but barely makes it off the ground themselves. And they're being controlled by someone who does their thoughts for them to tell them like what can you approve of and what can be canceled. When can we? Oh, we don't call the police anymore. We have deputy deplatformers. Like,
it's cancel culture. It's so ridiculous.
It's just people. They like. It's like being offended. It's just like, oh, it feels good. Ooh, just let me wrap up in my offended blanket.
I agree. There's way too much.
Because we're the generation that grew up on South Park and Beavis and Butthead. Like, what are we all doing being so offended?
It's something to bitch about. People bitching and being offended. It's a cozy little blanket.
Entitlement. Real things. I mean, here's the thing. Here's real things we should be up in arms about. We don't have to make up shit, and get, pissy about it. And like a couple years ago, when they there is sexual harassment, there is rape and stuff. You don't have to make up shit like they did a couple years ago, like fart rape and stuff like that. I mean, I had a field day with that one. I talked about this shit all the time for a long time. Fart rape.
Is there
fart rape? Is when you fart around a woman, it shows your aggressiveness and stuff, and
or you're indigestion
this morning.
Look at you fart rape me.
Yeah. And then there was actual people who had the thing birth rape, right? Because they weren't, asked for permission to be birthed. It was weird, dude. There's some weird shit. So you don't have to make up shit, and that takes away from real victims too. So it's crazy.
But is it the mom that's birth raped, or is it the baby? Because the mom could be like, you birth raped me. I didn't consent to going into labor right there.
I didn't ask to be here.
I didn't ask to be in labor right now. Damn it.
What we were arguing about a few minutes ago, home, is completely different than this, and you know it. If you can't separate those two, then you're not you're not intelligent.
Yeah, I'll get you some icy hot for that reach, bro.
I'm just going to say it. Kind of dumb if you can't separate those two. Because I don't really give a fuck if you, man. I mean,
yourself.
I just blame Shabisky because he's the one that controls me. I'm his sidekick.
Oh, Shabisky's on the show? Oh, great.
Yeah, he's somewhere around.
I didn't know he was a guest.
I got my new shoes in this morning, man. I'm so excited.
Show me.
The one the
Can't
band
show you.
while you were on tap. That
Send me a
day?
picture.
Yes, other than that, when I was on tap, somebody bought them off the wish list. Yeah,
Other people should buy more things off the wish list.
they should. They should buy like everything. Everything should be bought off the wish list.
I need a pair of shoes. I'm totally not kidding. Like
I got
I have-
a 12-inch condom I need.
Whoa. Oh, damn.
I don't think you have a use for that. According to your own confessions, I don't think you have a
He's
use
gonna
for
poop in it.
that. That's disgusting.
I saw a video this morning that Nikocado, Avocado, whatever his name is, posted up on, I guess, his Instagram story, something, and he's like freaking out, and he's like, "I pooped."
When
Okay,
does
let
he
me
not
explain
freak
this
out
real
or
quick.
shit?
I'm about to explain something to Clown and Home, who are apparently mentally fucking stupid. Showing a child tapping her little pussy and getting offended by fart rape is two different fucking things. If you can't see the difference, then go fuck yourself in the ear.
You guys can't even look at them dancing. Like, you don't think that's sexual dancing? Like, when does it become crossing the line with sexualizing the kids?
Yeah.
Like, I don't get it. Like, it's pretty weird and sexual. I don't get it if you disagree with that. It doesn't make sense. You need to watch the clips we watched because they're fucking weird. They're dancing like strippers. There's just not a stripper pole. Like,
Yeah, exactly.
you're okay with little kids
No.
dancing like strippers?
For art.
For art? It's called art.
Yeah. Well, stripping is an art, goddammit.
Yeah, but
Not for children. It's not art for children.
Okay, but yeah, so Nikokado's video, right? He's sitting there freaking out. He's like, "I pooped. I pooped everywhere. I was sitting here, I was eating these noodles, and my butt just started leaking poop. There's poop all over my chair." And my first thought is like, if my butthole is that loose where poop is just like falling out of my butt, the first thing I'm going to
That's
do
a
is
lot of
not
animal sex.
pick up my phone and film it.
You tore your butt string if that's happening, by the way.
Well, it's just
Yeah,
like,
that's a medical disorder. Like when I was in the adult industry, that happened to a few women, like because bowling pins. But yeah, that's
I
a
wrote
medical
a
issue.
song about it.
Bowling pins.
If you about pooping in your chair.
Oh.
You want to hear the lyric? Here it goes. I pooped in
no.
my chair. That's it.
She's talking about bowling pins, and I'm just like, oof. Which end, the big or small?
oh God, I don't want to know.
You want to hear the sequel, Missy? I pooped in my chair again.
Or sideways? Like, seriously?
Sideways.
The Nikocado Avocado guy. Okay, he has a fan base. Who the fuck are these people?
Weirdos.
Like who approves of and watches that guy? Like and why? It's
Oh,
like
yeah.
okay, he can
Oh
eat.
my goodness.
Like he has a digestive tract and he's dramatic and annoying. Like what? I just want to meet the kind of person, or maybe I don't want to meet them, but I want to see the kind of person that's their jam.
Yeah.
He just
Because I
sat down and
don't,
put his headphones on.
understand it.
That's his jam. Marshall's into sticking avocados up his ass.
Oh God!
He
Yeah,
does-
I don't get the Nikocado avocado thing. I don't understand. I also, as somebody that has misophonia, I don't understand mukbangs because when I hear people eat, I become irrationally angry.
Mhm.
Like I just
I
want
don't
to punch them in the face.
Dude, there's a market for just about every fucking thing, though. I mean, dude, have you seen the pimple popping videos, right? They get hundreds and thousands of fucking views. Like there was this one dude who had millions of fucking subscribers, and all he did was mash pimples.
Yeah,
There's
they're mostly Asian channels.
Market for it for some reason. I don't understand it either. And I agree with Trip because people are fucking disgusting. I agree with you. But there's people who paid for Repzion's fucking underwear and socks. I mean, there's fucking weird shit out there.
I have
Repzion, that little bastard bitch.
I have synesthesia, which means I can't even pronounce the word sometimes. Synesthesia, which means I see sound, right? And fucking chewing sounds, especially loud chewing sounds, make me want to die. Like, I fucking hate it.
What does it look like?
It's really, I don't know if I could describe it. It's almost like a complex shapes, sort of. It kind of depends on the sound. What's different for me and a lot of people who have it, though, is most people see colors or see sound as colors.
Yeah.
But I usually don't. There's only a few sounds that have some kind of a like glow to them.
Does this have a color? Ah!
No, but it looked like jagged, like almost like bumpy.
What is?
Ew.
Ew.
Shabisky, make a noise.
Wait, who making noise?
Thanks for joining in, Shabisky. I appreciate that.
Oh, he's on the show? Oh, I didn't know that. Hi.
Pimp, shut up.
I said make a noise.
Hey, why don't you make a noise that's the word of the day, Shabisky? Let's get this out of the way.
You need to get there. We're going to do that in the second hour. You got like 8 minutes, so you better get your word ready.
Oh my god. There's only so much words.
No, dude, there's a lot of fucking words.
Oh my
you know
god.
that there's an entire book of words?
Yeah, that's what he's got to do. He got to do.
They should just throw that away.
By the way, Missy, I had to get Shabisky to do the "Wood is so good" thing, and he didn't do it quite as well as you do.
I thought he did it very seductively.
I didn't think he did it seductively at all. I thought he did it quite horrible.
I think it was hot. I'll tell you.
Well, that's 'cause
I'm
you're
gonna have to side with Shabisky here, Pimp. He did step up when it was needed, and you know it's no one can actually do it as good as Missy does. So that's like you're asking. That's like competing with God at that point.
No, I can do it better than Missy.
I like it when Bulls compares me to God.
But I think you're both fucking wrong. I thought Shabisky failed tremendously. And
Yeah.
I think that you're bald.
And my opinion is the only one that counts, by the way. So I'm sniffing my new shoes.
But you are.
Yep. I like the smell of new shoes.
Yeah, bro. New shoes are dope.
Yeah, they're dope.
I miss your camera being on, bro.
I miss my. Yeah, I do too, man. It's so whack that my camera's not on, bro.
So
undope,
whack, bro.
It's undope, bro.
Undope. I'm gonna start saying that unironically.
It's undope, bro.
That's undope, bro.
I like when you do your Paul's Ego impression because you're like, bro,
dude, bro,
Brozilla, Broham, Broski,
Broskiff, Bros of Montana,
Broskiff,
anyway.
Broccoli.
Now I'm picturing the Adam Sandler train scene. Buddy, homie, dude, homie, buddy.
Yeah. He stepped up and did it and haven't said anything since. Yeah, that's true. He hasn't said much since.
But I did something amazing, okay? And even Marshall agrees. He got a boner.
Quit objectifying her body, Shabisky.
Who?
That girl.
What? No, I would never do that. I'm not a perv like you, pimp.
He objectified your body.
No, I respect whammons. I would never.
Whammons.
Whammons.
That was very undope of you, Shabisky.
What?
Sorry.
It's undope.
I'll try to be more dope, pimp. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you need to be more dope, bro.
Sorry.
I will yeet you if you don't. If you're.
Whoa, I'm sorry. Don't yeet me, bro.
I fucking hate that word.
Yeet you, bro.
Yeet.
I only enjoyed that word when Irate Alex says it.
I'm okay.
The
The only time I'm okay with yeet is when somebody like Jeff Holiday says he was yeeted off Twitter, because that's the perfect description. It's the perfect description. No, but it's the perfect description of what happens, because it's such bullshit for the things that people get shoveled off Twitter for, but yet, hell, let's get back to the subject we started with. They're letting exploitation videos go all the time on Twitter.
I know that every generation has their little words and slang and stuff. It's just when I like when I say those words, the today's slang, I just feel weird saying shit like yeet and.
Is there any like 90s slang that's just gone now that you miss?
Calling people dirty was cool. I used to like doing that back in the day. What's up, dirty? What's up, dirty? And by the way, Nelly actually got me saying I watched Nelly doing an interview. That's pretty cool. Oh, fuck, I froze. I watched Nelly doing an interview one time, and I was like, yeah, that's pretty cool. What's up, dirty?
Mm-hmm.
And dog. I used to say dog a lot, dude. That was our thing. Was like, what's up, dog? You know. And I even started, and I made it funny for our friends because they all used to start saying, and I'd go like, what's up, dog face? What's up, chicken money?
Here it was son.
Shit like that.
Everyone was son.
Home chicken.
Son, yeah. But see, I grew up in the, I mean, I was a quintessential teen in the 90s. You know, I was a teenager in the 90s. So, yeah, those were the words like dirty and dog and, you know.
I still say wicked all the time. And people look at me funny.
It's one of them that lasted. Like,
I always say wicked.
Well, you know, like, because you think about it, dope was not even, it's not even a today's kind of thing. Dope was created back in the 80s. When people start saying that's dope, that was kind of started back in the 80s.
Yeah, some of that shit has really stood the test of time. Like, I'll go back and watch, like, Fresh Prince, which is now, like, God, is that 20 years old yet? It's getting there. And, yeah, a lot of the slang he used in there, like, I still hear being thrown around.
Well, dog is one that a lot of people still use. A lot of people still say dog.
From time to time. Yeah.
I don't know, dude, but you know, I think some words you know that's not gonna last because like the calling people dirty thing, I knew that wasn't gonna last because it's stupid. Even though I said it, it's stupid.
Calling everyone cuz.
Well, no, cuz is still a thing in the hood, baby.
Yeah, that's still a thing.
Cuz is still a thing in the hood. I hear that shit all the time. I mean, what's up, cuz?
Yeah, exactly.
And we don't in the South. We don't say cuz. We say cuz. We don't even finish the C. It's cuz. What's up, cuz? We don't even put the Z in the motherfucker. We're too lazy for that. It's cuz. We're cuz.
Chia. Sorry, I don't know what happened. I just got a flashback and then it came up.
But like, you know that yeet is not gonna last. You know that's not gonna last, right?
I just want like... Irate Alex to still use it, and that's it. Nobody else can. He can because it sounds funny with a British accent.
I don't like no cap.
Yeah, no cap thing. I just now learned what that fucking meant. I heard somebody say that the other day, like, no cap. I'm like, no, I got a cap on.
I hate no cap. I hate based. I can't stand based.
What does that mean?
I don't know what that means
I
either.
still don't know. I think it's a positive thing, though.
I can ask my kid. Hang on. He's in the lingo. Okay.
Okay. Hey, okay. Yo, big ass.
Okay, over here.
You know what word I hate, though? And it keeps, like, people keep throwing it in my vernacular. It's clout. I hate the word. When I first heard it, no. Hear me out, though, because when I explained to you what it sounded like to me, it's never going to leave your mind. When I heard it, I thought it sounded like something you need antibiotics for. Oh. I'm like, why would I want to? I'm like, why would I want to catch this from anybody? I don't want to catch your clout. Like that sounds itchy. Yeah, like So yeah, people kept saying I was a clout chaser, and that sounds like bug chaser, which is an actual thing.
Right, clout, the VD you want.
Oh,
the VD you
that's
have.
another thing. That's the thing that's changed. The drip used to be like, like the clap, it used to be like a fucking bad thing. Now drip is a positive thing. Drip, like if you got drip, you got like real nice clothes.
Oh, really?
Yeah, now drip is cool.
Well, see, I didn't know that, because if somebody told me they had drip, I'm like, you need to go to the doctor.
I thought that meant that somebody did cocaine and they felt it in their sinuses.
Well, that was the drip. That was that was the drip. But
right.
Drip was like catching the clap, right?
Yeah.
Dude, we switch everything up. Who knows? It's like woke, right? I fucking still can't stand that shit.
Based is apparently like agree, if you like agree or it's agreeable.
Okay, that's what I thought.
See, there you go. She's got a stupid generation dictionary right there, son.
And no cap means like no bullshit.
Yeah, I know what it means now. I didn't know what it meant
Like no lie.
like a week ago. Because I've seen a lot of people saying no cap on TikTok, and I'm like, what the fuck does this even mean?
Based is like you agree.
No cap. It's when you go to a fancy restaurant and you can't wear your hat.
Yeah, that's what I'm no cap. Yeah.
You got to start saying no cabbie hat.
We need to create some more. We're gonna create some new words today. Like, boy, that's greasy.
That's greasy, bro.
That's greasy as hell, bro.
Damn, bro, you looking greasy today.
You're looking greasy today, baby.
That has to be a negative, though. Like that sounds like a negative.
Good. Greasy
How's that good?
That's good.
I don't know, but how the fuck is no cap mean? Goddamn, what is it saying?
When I first thought it meant like no limits, like no roof kind of thing. Like
that makes more
sky's
sense.
the limit.
Yeah. Well, that would make
I thought that's
sense,
what it meant.
But that don't make sense.
But no, it means that you're not lying.
Yeah, no cap.
I've
like,
been wanting people to
Just say no lie or whatever.
We're
Like,
gonna
fucking
use-
A. We have a word for that.
We're gonna just take other words and use it for different things. So we're gonna make philanthropy a bad word.
Okay.
Dude, that's
we should make
philanthropy
a good
right there,
word
bro.
though.
So are we going to change it to mean that you're an e-beggar?
We're not e-beggars here. What are we doing?
No. Philanthropy. The opposite would kind of be like an
that was a
e-beggar.
perfect segue. That was wait. Just give me. You'll see what I did when you say e-beggar.
Okay.
What are we doing in the second hour, Missy?
We e-demand.
We e-demand. We do not e-beg here. We e-demand. What e-demanding is I tell you to give us money, and you do so. In the description below, Shabisky has a Patreon. Please throw him a few bucks. Missy has a Patreon. Please throw her a few bucks. She deserves it. And you also get some lewd photos. Not nude, but lewd photos if you become a Patreon of Missy. Also, Booleanenator has a Patreon. He's trying to get a new computer so he can be better at the job he does, which is producing. He deserves it. So please become a Patreon of his. Of course, I have a Patreon. I have a Streamlabs and a direct link to PayPal, and I will put my Cash App in the chat right now if you want to tip, and I much appreciate it. We haven't had any tips today, which pisses me off and upsets me and makes me want to cry and go hug my mama. So, tip. We appreciate it.
I just want my reputation repaired. That's it.
And on the show tomorrow, we do not know. I do not know who's going to be here, but I will have some guests. And Thursday, we've got some. We don't have some black. We have Black Guy TV. I mixed up some black guy with that.
Yeah.
I'm not saying they all look alike, but they do kind of favor. No, I'm joking. Black Guy TV, who's awesome. He will be here Thursday, and yeah, so we're gonna do that. Get Egghead on the show. Maybe.
I don't know. We're trying to have a good show here.
Oh, throwing.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding. It was a
Philanthropy
joke.
at Egghead.
It's a joke.
He just got
You know what?
philanthropic.
You know what? Hold on. I have to throw applause out for that one. That was a great way to carry that joke.
See.
Egghead's a butt.
Anyways, I'm just still laughing at my own joke.
Yeah, that was hella greasy, Pimpy. That was hella greasy.
That was hella greasy,
Yeah.
wasn't it?
That was greasy as hell, bro.
Yeah,
Damn.
That was Lenny Kravitz.
No cap, bro. That was greasy.
Rabbits, bro.
We got some Lenny Kravitz going on up in here.
I just caught the clout.
We should make.
Should have been cloud chasing.
We should make chlamydia a cool word, dude. That's what we should do. Like, dude,
I was thinking that.
That bitch was chlamydia.
Hey. Bro, this is the whitest stream that's ever happened. We have officially done it.
We are very Caucasian. I think she is so Caucasian. She's bringing it out of me, and I was raised in the fucking hood.
Wait, who is?
You, girl.
Just because I'm see-through?
Yeah, you are, dude. You're
do you
like,
know where I am actually like born
Can I call
and
you
bred?
Kraft?
Kraft.
I'm actually Cajun.
Hellman's. Hey, Hellman's.
I'll go. Hey, I'll Miracle Whip.
Miracle Whip. Well, hey,
I'll let you call me that.
Dude, that's a new word. Miracle Whip's that's like a curse word up in here.
Miracle Whip's a little spicy, bro. I'm not going that far.
I am Cajun, so like, give me a little bit of that.
With Miracle Whip, you either love it or you hate it, and I love it. I'm on the love
it.
I'm kind of. I might be in the few percent that's indifferent on it. Like, I'll eat it if it's on it, but I ain't gonna like ask for it.
Most people, like, if they don't absolutely love it, they absolutely
mayonnaise.
despise it.
Take it or leave it, honestly.
It's just like some sweet mayonnaise, as far as I.
Sweet
mayonnaise. It's like a salad dressing in a way, kind of taste. You're right. It's like a sweet mayonnaise, but it doesn't taste like mayonnaise.
Bro, that's a great album name, Sweet Mayonnaise.
It sounds like a punk band name.
Yeah, it does.
I had a make-believe punk band once, and I called it Horka.
I like that.
That's awesome.
Dude, I believe sometimes people with punk bands, right? They just look at items in the house, or like, and just they put them together like coffee commode. Well, that's her name. You know, we are the sandwich eaters.
I've heard a lot of like. Oh, go ahead. No, you're fine. I was gonna say some stupid shit.
Well, I mean, I am going to as well. But anywho, so back before I became like boomerish, I used to live actually in Mobile, Alabama, and there was a pretty good music scene there back in like the mid 2000s.
Yeah.
And we would have and we would let people perform in our backyard. Mm-hmm. And there's a clip on YouTube of Roman Todd Gabriel's Beast rising up out of the sea. That was the name.
Are you from Bama?
No, I'm originally from Louisiana, but I've been in the Southeast for the majority of my life. I had some brief stints.
I used to live in Alabama, and I hate Alabama. I used to live in Tuscaloosa.
I was in Mobile.
Well, Northport, you know where Northport is, right? Right there, Tuscaloosa and Northport is basically the same city.
Gotcha. Yeah, I went to Tuscaloosa once and didn't really.
I used to go. But you know this since you lived in Mobile. They call it Mob Town. I used to go to Mob Town quite a bit, actually. But I hate Alabama. I hate that fucking state. I live in Mississippi, right next to it, but. Trust me, Mississippi's better than Alabama. It is.
When I moved to Florida, and the few trips I made back and forth between Colorado and Florida, we came through Mobile. Like we came across Mississippi, and then that little tiny. I don't know what it is, but they decided to make Mobile part of Alabama, right? Mm-hmm. And when you go to Mobile, I could feel the poor. It was different, like Mississippi versus Alabama. Those people are beaten down in Mobile. Yeah. They really are.
Yeah. Well, Mobile's been through a lot of shit too. I would give that city has been through a lot of shit, bro. Yes. And Tuscaloosa is like a richer part of Alabama. It's the college town, right? That's where Alabama, the University of Alabama's at Tuscaloosa. Yeah. Yeah. So, and dude, they made me sick there. God damn, with that fucking college. And see, I'm being from Mississippi. I'm an Ole Miss, hardcore Ole Miss fan, right? So I'd wear my Ole Miss memorabilia going down. I'd wear my caps and my shirts, walking down the street and people cussing me out, and I'd just flip them off because I don't give a fuck. And yeah, but I lived in Alabama for a while when I was married. My wife was from Alabama, and I moved there with her, and I hated the state and her.
Yeah, I don't know. I enjoyed my time when I was there.
I'll never marry another Caucasian woman again.
Yeah, I enjoyed my time there, but I mean,
you're in the southeast now. Okay.
Yeah, I'm in Florida now, and
okay. So, god damn, you got worse.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, my producer man here, he's in Florida.
Tampa Bay here.
Florida's weird, dude. It's a weird state because there's certain parts of Florida that's, whether people want to acknowledge it or not, it's pretty fucking awesome. There's certain parts of Florida that is pretty cool, but there is parts of Florida that's horrible. Now, I lived in Tampa when I was a young kid. And I went to Tampa a couple years ago and to visit a fan out there and stuff. Tampa's all right. They got a cool bar scene out there. They got a pretty cool bar scene.
But then, like right on the other side here in St. Pete area where I'm at.
Yeah, St. Pete's nice, ain't it?
St. Pete's nice, but then you go to like a little bit to the north and east, and you're in Clearwater, and what do they got? The Scientology, the crazy.
Well,
basically.
Like I said, there's certain parts of Florida, like Pensacola's nice, right? I mean, it's a nice part of Florida. Orlando's decent.
Orlando's a great place to visit. It's a horrible place to live.
That's the state
horrible
of
place to live.
It's a great place to visit.
And that extends from Orlando all the way through the state, basically.
Yeah. There's certain parts of Florida that is really nice. Now, I've never been to Miami. I want to go to Miami because I want to go down there because there's some badass chicky cheeks down there that I just want to like poke with my penis. But I'll be honest.
We were talking about this the other day on the stream. I did like a stream with Pimpmunk. We were playing 20 questions with people, and like I went first, and I basically narrowed it down to it was a U.S. city somewhere in the South. And
we're going to do that here on the show, something too. By the way,
you should, because that was a lot of fun. But I basically like completely miss Florida because when I think of the South, I never think about Florida. Like I literally didn't even look at the state.
Well, see, it's funny that a lot of people do that, but there's some parts of Florida that's as rednecky as you can fucking
I'm
get,
sure.
dude.
Like, once you get away from like the major cities and stuff,
yeah, once you get away from cities like Tampa, Pensacola, Orlando, stuff like that, in like what was it? What's that?
I was the Keys. Are you talking about the Keys? Anyway,
I'm not sure.
I was driving between Orlando and this other place that they call Homosassa, which is it's an Indian name. It's not meant derogatory at all, but it's called Homosassa. So that's the sticks of Florida, right? It's swamps. And I got off the highway to get gas, and I made a wrong turn, and I was driving down this dirt road, which was little more than two ruts next to each other. And next thing I know, I'm pulling up in this driveway. It was actually someone's driveway. And they were out shooting skeet. And they were just staring at me the whole time I was turning around and leaving. And I was like, they have a fucking loaded gun. And I'm in a car in their driveway. Time to leave. Bye. That's what happens in Florida. You go from civilization to that in 2 seconds flat.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I mean, that's like everybody's got there. Like Mississippi, when you say Mississippi, people think redneck, right? Which, look, it's justified because there's parts of Mississippi that are redneck as you can fucking ever think of. But like they immediately strike my area, which my area is where I live is very close to Memphis, right? We're a blues-oriented area. It's not as rednecky as people think. Like Memphis, right? Memphis is a blues town. Northeast Mississippi, a lot of Northeast Mississippi is blues town. We're barbecue and blues, and we know how to do both of them quite well. And so, yeah.
And then you get to where I'm at.
There's each area. I mean, it's like Go ahead, Ben.
I said you get to where I'm at in Connecticut, and people drive around with Confederate flags on their
Exactly. I didn't know this. Missy was explaining this to me a while back. Like up in Connecticut, she's explaining like how rednecky it is. Like people in Connecticut driving around with Confederate flags on their pickup trucks, which makes no fucking sense because Connecticut wasn't part of the fucking Union, but still.
Connecticut will rise with the South one day.
It's weird how they do that, dude. It's like when you see people waving the Confederate flag and the American flag at the same time, you're like, why are you doing that? You know, you do know that that's not right.
We had a whole war about this.
Yeah, they kind of was against each other on that one. A whole war.
That one tickled me.
When you said whole war, I thought about prostitutes fighting, though, I'll be honest.
Yeah.
Whole war.
Whole war.
Look at them hoes out there trying to kill each other.
I'm sure that's happened once or twice.
I'm down.
It's here. Someone was asking where my mic is. It's here.
She's holding that.
I'm holding it.
The whole war is in Florida. Trust me, the whole war is in Florida. You see two women going at it outside the beauty shop. Oh my God.
Yeah, wigs are being snatched. Yeah.
The wigs come up and take off each nail one by one.
Mm-hmm. Ooh, can you imagine? That'd be hilarious.
I'm always, honestly, I'm always worried about fighting when I have, tunnels in. Because I'm worried about somebody fucking hooking their finger in that bitch.
Yeah.
Tearing my ear open.
I used to have a lot of facial piercings that I've had to take out over the years because thing about Florida, doctors judge the fuck out of you.
I'm sure.
So I have to look really normal. I have a deaf hawk that if I go and see my doctor, I have to style it like a Karen. So it's so messed up, but I have the hardest time getting my medications because they think, oh, she's for the longest time I actually saw a pain doctor before I realized that shit was actually poison, taking it for that long. But I noticed that as I got more piercings, my doctor got more hesitant. I'm like, I'm still peeing clean. You're pee testing me every other month. So, and then he even asked me, because I have my jaw's out of alignment. I have a slip disc. That's what the pain's about. But he has actually asked me, he's like, don't those piercings, I'm like, I don't have my fucking jaw hinge pierced. What are you talking about? Now I question your professionalism. What?
Yeah. Shouldn't have anything to do with it.
Yeah, but he let it, and then it eventually, ultimately it was a good thing because if you don't have to be, don't end up taking that more than you need to, and that's why I love Kratom now. Yeah,
I was a big. Well, we talked. By the way, if you didn't know, there's a stream I did over the weekend where Lola here joined, and John Morgan. I actually had John Morgan on my stream with me.
I saw the thumbnail and I thought it was a fever dream, honestly.
But actually, I had a good conversation with John until my internet fucked up, but I forgot what was I talking about. What was we talking about?
You guys were going to talk about Kratom.
Kratom, yes, Kratom. And she brought this up about Kratom. I don't do Kratom. I haven't done Kratom in a couple of years now. People still associate me with Kratom because I used to talk about it a lot. But Kratom, the only reason I don't do Kratom is because of the blood pressure thing. But if you have a lot of pain, I do, and don't have extreme blood pressure or anything, I would suggest Kratom because Kratom is and yes, it does have its. You can't get addicted. I hate when people say you can't get addicted to it. You can get addicted to it. It is an opioid type substance. It's not an opioid, but it's an opioid type substance.
It affects the mu opioid receptor, but it's chemically it's most closely related to the coffee family.
Yeah, it's like a coffee plant bean or whatever. It is, but it does. It gives you the same effects as like a pain pill.
A really weak one. But
yeah, a weak one. But if you take enough, But anyways, by the way, before we continue, we got a $75 stream goal. If we make the goal today, I'll be happy, and I will. Well, actually, $100 stream goal, but I'll settle for 75. I will hug each one of Shabisky's butt cheeks.
Oh,
but on to another point that Marshall was talking about earlier. We did talking about the 21 questions game. I love playing 21 questions, especially when we get like a group of people like we have on the show. So tomorrow, whoever I bring on, we may have a play 21 questions. It's fun. You know, the night we had Marshall and I had Billy was on, right? Billy the Fridge, he came on. And yeah, wasn't it Marshall? Wasn't it Billy?
He hopped on at the end.
What?
He hopped on at like the end for a little bit.
Yeah, he was on though, and he played with us. And it was fun, and we had a lot of fun with it. So we will do it tomorrow, and I guarantee you Shabisky won't win a game.
What? I always win. I'm the greatest. Fuck you, Pimp.
Okay, we'll play a game right now.
No.
Oh, God.
We're going to play a game of 21 questions right now.
Oh, God.
So, in order to play 21 questions, everybody, if you don't know what 20 it's easy. I'll think of a thing, a person, place, or thing, and you have to guess if it's a person, place, or thing, then you guess what it is, basically, right? And so, let me get it in my head what it is.
I'll keep track of the questions. How many?
Yeah, Shabisky, Marshall. There's 21 questions together. Everybody gets not individual. You get 21 questions all together. You have to figure it out all together. And chat room, you can play along. Let's see. Okay.
Are we gonna do like a topic, like it's a person, place, or thing?
Well, the person can ask me what it is, and I'll tell you if it's a person. So we're gonna since she's the first time here on the show, we'll let Lola go first. I have it in my head what it is.
Is it a person?
No, it's a place. I'm going to give you it's a place.
Oh, do I get another question since that apparently wasn't?
Gotta go. Marshall.
All right.
He's a guess, Marshall.
What is it?
I can't. You can't answer that.
Damn.
I thought it was just yes or no questions.
I hate to interrupt.
Yes or no questions.
I hate to interrupt this wonderful game of 21 questions, but we have to restart the stream because it just crashed.
Ah, shit, that was a good one too. Damn it.
Really? I'm still seeing it live.
Me too.
Well, maybe it's just being buffery stupid then.
Yeah, it buffered for just a moment. It's fine.
Okay.
Well, let's make sure.
I'll let it go. Let's let it go for a minute.
I'll really ask.
Okay.
What was the first question? She said, was it a person? You said no.
It's a place. It's a place.
It's a place. Okay, is it in the United States?
Yes. Okay, Missy.
Is it in the north or the south?
North or south of where?
United States.
It's in the United States.
Right. So is it in the north of the United States or in the south of the United States?
North. Shabisky.
Is it in Connecticut?
No, it's not. It's not. Now you can take a guess at any time. Bulls, you can ask a question. Or not.
Is it... so we've established it's in the north. We've established it's a place in the United States. Is it west or east? Or is it west of Kansas City?
No.
Okay.
Okay. Back to Lola. How many questions, by the way, is that, Marshall?
That's 5.
Okay. Lola.
Did somebody ask the question if it was a state or a city?
No. Asked that question.
Okay. Is it a state?
No. Did you ask if it was a state or city? What are you asking?
Well, I thought that you're only supposed to ask yes or no questions.
Oh, is that how it goes?
That's always what I understood 21 questions to be.
Yeah, okay, let's go. Go ahead, Marshall.
Shit, is it Chicago?
No, it's not Chicago. Missy?
Is it a landmark?
No. I don't know how to answer that.
Like a landmark would be like a
No, I know what a landmark is. No, it's not.
Statue or
something that you could touch.
Yeah.
Marshall, Shabisky.
Is this somewhere you've been?
I froze. Sorry, what?
Is this somewhere you've been?
Yes, I have been there. Bulls.
It doesn't help that I don't know where he's all been, but okay. Is
Yeah.
it New York City?
Well, I've been to all over 48 states.
Is it New York City?
It is not New York City. Because I've never been in New York City. So.
Okay, so right now I'm thinking that it's a city since it's not a state, and it seems to be a place that you can actually visit but not touch. So that's what I'm going off of right now. I'm trying to think of a way to isolate this. Is it a metropolitan area, meaning that it has a population of 3 million or more?
Yes.
Okay. So then we just deduced that it was also a city.
Okay.
Yeah. Marshall. Now you know a lot of the places I've been, Marshall. Because you've heard me talk about it.
You've been to hell of places, though.
I have been to a lot of places.
Fuck, am I allowed to look at a map, or is that cheating?
I don't care if you look at a map.
All right, hold on.
That's gonna help you.
Is it not? Okay. Let's see here.
I mean, so far we've got it down to a city that is more than 3 million people population and is in the northeastern United States.
More than 3 million people. Is that what you asked?
Yeah.
Let me make sure, because I'm pretty sure it is. But let me make sure what the population is.
Okay. So that means it's hovering around 3 million.
I have my question when you come back from that.
Go ahead.
Is it in Ohio?
Yes.
Okay, I think I might know where it is.
Shit.
Oh, I don't know what the cities are in Ohio. Is it Cincinnati?
Yes!
Oh, I win.
Good job, Missy.
I've been to all the major cities in Ohio, by the way.
Missy wins the internet.
She did.
Oh, yeah.
When we were doing this the other night, Tommy from the Bronx got like 3 of them or some shit. He was just slaughtered.
He did.
He cheats.
It can be fun.
As far as metro population, it's 2.1 million, which is, I mean, that counts. But the 28th largest city in the United States.
Yes. I didn't know that part. That's one when you said 3 million, I was like, ooh, I don't think it's 3 million. But because it's a big city, but it's not that big, but it's pretty close.
Yeah. It's got good flights. It's cheap flights here.
They got a decent airport too, actually. I actually had I don't have fun at airports, but I actually had fun at that airport for some reason. I got loaded.
What's your least favorite
laid
airport?
over in Cincinnati. I got loaded. What?
What's your least favorite airport? Because I fucking hate LAX.
Oh, without a doubt, it's going to break it down to Dallas or Houston.
Oh, I stopped through Dallas. I did not like that airport. It was stressful. So stressful.
Yeah, Dallas is horrible. Everybody wants to say LAX, but I've been through LAX a few times and never had the issues I had at Dallas or Houston. Fuck both those airports.
I didn't like LAX because I hadn't had too many experiences with airports, and I found the layout of LAX from getting off the plane to be fucking bizarre.
Oh, it is weird. It's huge too, man.
Yeah.
It's fucking huge. Yeah, but all airports are fucking miserable.
Especially when you're stuck in one.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like the Hartsfield Jackson in Atlanta. That's the only airport like I like being at because it's almost like a mall in a way, and it's pretty comfortable. Like I had to stay overnight there once, and I was lucky enough someone got out of one of like the nice seats, and I fucking passed out in that, and it wasn't too bad. And it's good vibes there in the morning too.
I got stuck in the Paris, the Charles de Gaulle airport when I was 16.
And shit.
Didn't speak French. I spoke a little bit of Spanish, and I was hungover.
Oh, God.
Hung the fuck over.
Yeah. It's not a good time.
What's your favorite airport, Shabisky?
My favorite airport? I've only been to a couple. I've only flown to California from here in Nevada to California.
Something.
Been to LAX and stuff, but I don't know how bad it is compared to other airports, really.
I mean, it can be hectic. LAX can be hectic, but I don't think it's nowhere near as hectic as like Dallas.
Yeah, Dallas is a clusterfuck.
It is a clusterfuck, and they just don't have their shit together there, man. It just irritates the fuck out of me. I cussed a dude out at Dallas one time. And I don't normally do that, but I got so fucking frustrated. I don't even remember what it was about, but I said, look here, you stupid motherfucker. And I just went off.
They brought the Karen out of you, bro. It happens.
Yeah.
Get your manager.
Get the fucking manager.
Get the manager.
I'm gonna pull my lemon head ass out here and give me the fucking manager. I had experience like that with Papa John's recently, and I was just like, you know what, I'm fucking done with this company.
That noise, guys.
Who's Whooshy?
Whooshy?
And there's something going on. I think it was Marshall.
Maybe it was from Marshall. I don't know.
It was like a CB radio in a way.
Sounded like water running. Yeah, it is from you.
There it is.
Yes?
Yeah.
What is it?
Marshall, you fucking everything up here, bro. Come on.
What the fuck, Marshall?
God damn it, Marshall.
It's still whooshy? Pooshy?
Slightly whooshy. Just a little whoosh.
I don't know what the fuck whooshy is, but it's doing something.
It's that sound.
It sounds like CB radio in a way. Like,
yeah.
What are you doing with your mic? Why don't you have it hooked on a stand or something?
Missy's playing fucking...
I'm in a unique situation, okay?
Over there.
You're doing like Cult of Dusty. Remember him holding his...
Cult of Dusty?
Yeah.
The Cult of Dusty.
Wasn't it called Colt? Didn't he call it like... Yeah.
Not Colt. Colt's a fucking horse, dude.
What?
Colt 45.
And 2 zigzags, baby. That's all we need.
For what?
Maybe that's just the way you pronounce it. It's different than me. It's Colt, not Colt.
Colt.
It's not Colt.
It's Colt.
But isn't that's like a fucked up religion, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
Colt is a religious.
Okay.
Colt. Not Colt. Colt is a fucking horse.
That's a malt liquor.
It's also
You don't know
a
what you're
horse.
talking about.
The way you're saying Colt is not the way you say it.
Colt.
Not Colt.
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 You're saying it with an O. It's a U. It's
Colt.
not C-O-L-T. It's
Practice
C-U-L-T.
your all like your short
Say
U.
Fuck
Colt.
you. Instead of fuck you.
Fuck you.
Fuck you.
You Martha fucker.
Oh, I have a funny story about that. Are we talking about Tell Me Why So now? That's how he says that word, right? I have a funny story about him. So I get sometimes whenever I'm in like bad financial situations, which has basically been the past 2 years of my life. I think of creative ways to try and make money. And I'm like, wait a minute, this guy has a website and it's garbage. So I was going to pitch the idea to Tommy Wiseau to redo his website. And in figuring out more information about him, I also figured out more than I probably should have, but definitely how I could directly get in touch with him. Oh. And also where he receives all his shipment. Oh. I won't say if that's his home or not, but it certainly is address. The guy needs better cybersecurity, but regardless, I want to redo his website, and I'm going to pitch it to him. Let's see how it works.
Booleanenator. That's a cult is a horse worship. Okay. Shabisky, say Cult of Dusty.
No.
Say it, Shabisky.
Cult of Dusty.
It's not Cult, Shabisky. Say Cult. Just say it.
Cult.
Cult. Why does it sound like you're saying Colt?
I don't know.
It's in your mind over it. I typed something. I want to hear him say that phrase. It's in the chat.
Stop it, guys. A cult.
The what? What's she saying? Say it again.
Shut up.
There was a difference. There was a difference. So I will give him that.
Okay,
he
see,
did
now
pronounce
you know. Cult of Dusty is pronounced cult, not colt.
I thought he said a cold, like with a D, like cold.
Don't assault the cult with a coat. Damn, Shabby. I love you though, bro.
A cold.
Oh, coat.
A clit.
A clit.
The
Well, see, I say things wrong too, though. I call the clitoris the clitorius, just because I can say the glorious clitorius.
And yes, that spelling is SIZ. I got that out of the chat. I know it's not the right spelling of a cult.
Yeah. Anyways, we are like 23 minutes away from closing time, so we need to hear some money music. We ain't heard no money music today. That's weird. So everybody's on the clock. It's tip time, bitches.
Do you guys not love us?
Apparently don't love me no more today, and that makes me sad. Makes me so sad. I won't try. I'm gonna cry.
I keep having the like viewer chat. It like keeps stopping. Like it will stop like updating itself, and so then I just miss it for a while.
Yeah, that's YouTube shit, I guess, because it does that with me sometimes.
You mean it freezes for a while, then all of a sudden it like catches up out of nowhere?
Yeah, that's.
It happens very rarely to me. But yeah, I've been there. I've been sitting there, and I'm like, for like 5 or 10 minutes, wondering why nobody's fucking talking in the chat.
Yeah,
then if I refresh, then it goes back.
A bunch of messages. Yeah, it's like a train of fucking messages come in like crazy.
I know. My allergies are like fucking with my head today.
Really?
My nose will not stop running.
I'm sorry. How did it smell when it passed your ass?
Huh?
How did it smell when your nose ran by your ass? You said it was running.
Clean like my soap.
I don't believe you.
Well, that's on me.
Fart in an envelope and send it to me. Let me see.
Okay. I will get right on that.
You do that.
Can you imagine like a court deposition? Like, what exactly did Mr. Pimpmunk say to you? He said to fart in an envelope and send it.
Sir, did you say this? I don't recall.
I'm going to put it on Twitter.
I plead the 5th. On Shabisky's case, I plead the 12th.
Both of them.
Did
He did say it. He gonna plead the fifth twice, make it 10. Goddammit! I'll plead the 10th. Chad has to go through the YouTube. Yeah, it does. Thank goodness it's not chess code. Just saying.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Allergies.
Somebody asked if they can follow things that I have right now. Not currently. I'm in hiding technically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got warrants.
Ironically, it's like kind of like exactly the opposite. But if we're gonna do trial by social media, then yeah, according to them, I might have a warrant or two. But realistically, no.
I probably got a warrant or two out there. I'm not gonna lie. Missy, just hang it away, baby. That's okay. It's not like you're live or anything.
I will say everyone gets to finally find out in like probably 2 months, because I'm being able to make videos again, and I'm just gonna say what I wanted to say for about a whole year now. Almost since the beginning of the year, but yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh, it's gonna be a little bit stressful, but it's been pretty nice having the support of the I'll say the word, the hacker community, because I've had that word thrown at me in so many different ways, whether I'm a cyber criminal or whether I'm a fraud. People can't make up their mind which lie they want to tell. Either I don't know what I'm doing, or I know how to do it really well and I'm doing it illegally. So that's basically been my life on YouTube. Is she or is she not a hacker? And it's been complete bullshit.
You were scam baiting, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's we just did a show on the iNetwork called The Uncalled For on Sunday, and we covered scam baiting to a degree. And I'm an IT person myself. Like, I was a systems administrator for 25 years, so I know a lot of ways that you could actually find out information about the scammers without them even knowing you're finding it out. And it's not illegal. It's out there. It's just knowing how the internet itself works, and it's not hacking. To me, hacking is finding a chink in a program and exploiting it for personal gain. To me, that's hacking. It's more It's more along the lines of trying to waste their time and stop them from hurting more people. That's what scam baiting is all about.
Or kind of like the way that I would go about doing it is pen testing. Like, if somebody wants me to be able to see if there's a vulnerability in something, they'll give me permission to see what I can poke at and if it breaks. But my area of expertise is basically OSINT, InfoSec, and elements of social engineering, which the latter's really important for understanding how scammers work and like what sort of confidence tricks they'll pull. But somebody decided to basically kind of, have a gander at my resume when they shouldn't have had access to it, take everything from it, pretend that it was theirs, and then insult me and call me a fraud to an aggregate audience of millions of people.
Wow.
Yeah,
what
that's hiding.
Fucking shitty thing. That sucks.
Yeah. So now there are tons of people, not tons, but like probably almost 100 people that have now had their cases ruined because they thought that Chris Hansen was the police. So 2 months, I get to tell it.
Damn.
Wait, but it'll finally. Jesus Christ.
I get to shave my butt too much.
Do you?
Yeah. I'm trying to, break the world record for the longest anal hair.
What's you at now?
Do what, babe?
How long are you at right now?
Right now, I'm like 2 sheets.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Is that how they measure anal hair? How long is a
I
sheet?
think he means a toilet paper sheet.
No, I mean a bed sheet.
A bed
sheet? What?
No, when he said 2 sheets, I was thinking, what, to the fucking wind? Like, are you wasted? What the hell's going on here?
2 bed sheets, man.
2 bed sheets long.
King size bed sheets.
California King.
Yeah.
It's like what,
It's
90?
long hair. It looks like a lot of hair. Let me see here. What does that say? Because he has a big car. I hate him because he's a little bitch ass punk motherfucker. That's why I hate MissyAnn.
And then underneath, what do I type?
Whatever. I didn't read the question.
Clearly.
I just say why I hate MissyAnn because I brag about that shit all the time. I hate his punk ass.
He does. MissyAnn said that Pimp smells bad.
Yeah.
Did they meet?
Yeah, several times.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
they've been on, I think, have you guys been on Drunken Peasants, like, together?
Yes.
oh
Yes.
boy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Twice, actually.
Fuck it, I'll go ahead and say the thing that he did. So basically, he tried to deny that he ever had any sort of conversation or knew me in any capacity, and I'm like, we're being serious right now? So I didn't share except for with one person. That was the person who was asking me about it, thinking it was kind of weird. I'm like, hold on just a second. I have 3 years of DM history with the guy on Discord.
Damn.
And proof of a 3-hour
Well, he's a
voice
shitty
call.
individual. And I think a lot of people are starting to realize that now. Because of like his girlfriend, the type of people he's with who said some very bad shit about Jewish people.
Mhm.
She did. They're cunts. He's a little cunt. He's a lying cunt too. Because everybody who's ever met me can tell you the one thing I take pride in is how I smell. Because I always smell good. That's my thing. I like to smell good. I always have a certain fragrance with me because I also smoke, so I know cigarettes give out a scent. So when I get through smoking, I spray myself down. I always take very pride in my smell. And every time I ever hug somebody, especially women, damn baby, you smell good. All this shit, it's always a thing for me, so I like it. And then when he gets in there and said I smelt, it was a shitty thing to say.
Yeah.
But and he's also just a little, and there were some other reasons I don't really care for him. He said something in private one time that just rubbed me the wrong fucking way. Egotistical little shit he is.
Mhm.
And, so fuck him. And I need tips, by God. We got 13 minutes left, and I haven't heard no money music, and that makes Shabisky sad.
Oh, Shabisky's on the show?
Yes.
There's no tips, guys.
Yeah, it makes me sad.
That makes me never want to dab again.
Even when he said it, Ben and Billy was like, well, I've hung around him. I ain't never smelled his ass. And Jeff Holiday was like, damn, Bill smells good. And so fuck him. But anyways,
except for when you ripped ass into that.
Yeah, no, that was a
You're not too loud or something, Marshall.
I don't
Yeah,
think
you
anybody
turned up way loud there. But yeah, I did
smells
when I
good
was
when
in
they're
Florida. Not in Florida, sorry. When I was in Anaheim with Billy and Ben, we stayed at the same hotel, and Billy was sitting there talking shit, and I told him to stop. I said, stop talking shit, and he wouldn't do it. And I was going outside to smoke a cigarette, so before I exited the door, I farted into the air conditioner. We got a tip.
Yeah, I was crying.
Don't make Shab sad.
Shab sad. $50.
Don't make
Thank
me
you.
sad. Yeah. Thank you,
So now,
PT.
technically, we're only $25 away from the stream. Go.
Yay!
PT is such a sweetie pie.
The original goal was 100, but I shortened it to 75 because nobody was fucking tipping. But PT is a boss, and we appreciate PT.
Mhm. Oh yeah.
Billy the Fridge is in the chat room.
Oh damn.
He said, Pimpmunk smell. I hear you smell, you big stanky fuck nugget. Smell like goddamn 5-day-old rotten turkey.
That sounds like you've had a personal encounter.
I have with Billy. Smell like fucking rotten turkey.
No, I meant with turkey specifically.
I did with Billy. He had a turkey stuck in his ass.
I have questions and I don't want the answers, but all right.
You don't want the answers to why he stuck a turkey in his ass because
you can't handle
he's
the
fucking weird, dude.
I can't handle the truth. I'm fine with that. That's all right.
You can't handle the turkey.
Okay.
Yeah.
After where the turkey's apparently been, I don't want to handle the turkey.
Yeah. Billy smells like flowers that's been shit on.
You smell like a shit bouquet.
Shit.
It's called Seattle stuffing, is what it's called. That's what Billy said. Ooh, Billy, that made it nasty right there. What gender was the turkey? It was transgender. It was trans turkey.
Transgender
It was actually
turkey.
a pig.
How does that even work? Trans species.
It was actually a pig. It was trans turkey. It was a ham.
What turducken? Don't they have? You guys know what turducken is? Yeah.
That's a turkey
Yeah.
chicken.
Yeah. I smell like lemongrass. Even though you're not supposed to put this on your skin, I still do.
Dude, I love women who smell good.
Yeah.
You know, I know Missy smells good. She smells like vagina.
Thank you.
You smell like what, bear?
Burberry.
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 Burberry. Okay, Burberry. So, what the fuck is a Burberry?
Love
It's a
her.
type of perfume.
Is that a blueberry said by a person with a speech problem? I love me some Burberries.
No,
Burberry's
my perfume.
Burberry's actually a high-end perfume manufacturer and cologne for men too. They do both.
Oh my god.
That's what I smell like.
Not you, Booleanenator. Just people that break down jokes in the fucking chat room just irritate me.
Turdberry.
It's the gender, Pimpmunk.
I used to fucking take the, when I was like a teenager, I was really poor. Fucking rip the cologne samples out of the magazines and shit.
Yeah.
Rub them all over myself. Try to get something out of it.
Yeah, I've done that back in the day. I used to go to like Walmart and use the cologne there.
I
Yeah.
am still banned from Walmart.
Dare I ask how that happened, or can I just assume
What?
why he's banned from
No,
Walmart?
he was talking about me because I used the.
Oh. Oh, okay.
No.
God, woman, catch up. Don't be such a woman.
What?
What?
Just say it was an accident, Lola.
I'm kind of doodly. Like I'm a little doodly.
You're doodly?
A little
say
doodly.
doodly.
Yeah.
Who the fuck
Man,
said doodly?
I like that.
I wear the pants quite a bit.
Dude,
That's greasy as hell, Lola. That's greasy as hell, Lola.
I'm greasy. I'm greasy and
greasy,
doodly.
bro. That's philanthropy, bro.
Hello, Billy's mom. Billy's mom loves me, and I love Billy's mom. Hi, Billy's mom. He says, my mom says hi. Love me some Billy's mom. I love anybody who's nice to me and likes me.
Oh, I thought of another one really late.
I like
after we're
people
done
that like
talking
me.
about this.
Too bad she had a horrible son.
Who? Hello?
Yeah.
Shabisky's mom?
I love that so much. What?
Who has a horrible son? I got lost.
Billy's mom.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we were
I thought you
saying hi
were
to Billy's
I
mom.
thought you were talking about Shabisky's mom for a second. I thought we switched.
No. No, I'm talking about Billy's mom. I love Billy.
No.
Billy's my boy. That's what
No,
my people love him.
Shabisky's mom just had an accident because it was an accident.
Yeah. Well, his dad actually had an accident.
Shabisky is his own mom. He birthed him.
What?
I gave
How
birth
does
to
that
myself.
He kind of like a vagina formed out of the air, and he kind
Is
of
he a self-yeeted individual?
yeah, bro. He self-yeeted.
He yeeted himself.
It was fun.
That's very.
Yeeted into existence.
That's, philanthropy right there.
Happy
man.
Yeet Day.
That's so philanthropy. We can chlamydia this up though. We need to chlamydia this up and get very herpes.
Yeah.
Get gonorrhea in this bitch.
Dude, get gonorrhea up in here. Where's my gonorrheas at?
Yeah.
Gonorrhea.
I'm laughing so hard I'm starting to drip.
Yeah. Where's that cloud I gotta chase? Then I gotta chase the antibiotic. Fuck.
I just want to talk about Missy's pretty face for a moment. Oh, look at it. The pretty,
No, look at it.
Look at her little pretty face. You make your mouth. You gonna knuckle fuck me?
Yeah.
Just don't break the string. That's all I ask.
All right, I'll try.
Don't break the pucker string. The pucker string is.
I'll try.
Yeah, don't break the pucker string.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Pucker string on my butthole, my pucker string.
I just won't ask any more questions. I'm just, that's fine. It's fine.
The string on your butthole is the pucker string.
I don't. You're just speaking another language right now. It's okay. I don't
It's been
know.
broken already. You've done anal sex, I'm sure. So you don't have a pucker string.
I've given, not received it.
It's attached to the birthing sac, right?
It's
The
a
pucker
test.
string?
Remember, I'm doodly.
You
I'm
probably
a
don't even know what the
little
fucking birthing sack is, do you?
I don't think I want to know.
See, you're not woke.
I'm not. I must be unbased or something.
You're undope.
I'm not on any bases.
You're undope.
You're undope. Yeah, you're not. You're very undope right now.
Yeah, fun fact about me. I did teach a pegging class in front of 50 people in a barn one time.
Oh.
Class.
I don't
do that.
Exactly, Dylan. It's like the log cutter, the pucker string.
No. The log cutter. The fuckers.
I mean, I would like to think I'm a professional in this area, and I've not heard this terminology. I don't think that
You don't know science.
it's not in the syllabus.
You don't know science. You don't know what the pucker string is.
I mean, I teach it. I would think that I'm supposed to know it, but it's not been in the syllabus.
They call me Peg Bundy. That sounds like an Eminem
Billy,
song. They call
Billy,
me Peg
oh my
Bundy.
God.
Peg Bundy.
So you drop cigarettes in your salad with your pucker string, Billy?
My
You can
pucker
call me
string.
Peggy Hill.
I've never heard of the pucker string.
It's
Shabisky's
not.
heard of the pucker string.
Is that
And
another punk band?
I think I'm a better individual for not having heard that.
No, I think you're a horrible human being for not knowing what the pucker string is. You probably when you see the little poor African children on television, you probably laugh at them.
Oh my God.
You probably say, "Look, I got a bowl of
know,
spaghetti. I got a
teaching
bowl of
pegging."
spaghetti, and y'all don't, you little skinny fuckers. You mean." She took a flight to Ethiopia just to eat mac and cheese in front of those little bastards. She's a horrible human being.
You fucking got me. You
How did this
fucking got
escalate
me.
from butt string, whatever the fuck? It just went so far, so quickly.
That's why
She's a fake hacker. She don't know how to computer. She barely can work a calculator. She's on here on a speaking spell.
No idea where the birthing sac
Flies to
is.
Ethiopia to
find
eat
the
mac and
birthing
cheese
sack.
in front of starving children.
You know what the birthing sack or the pucker string is? She fucking eats mac and cheese in front of little Ethiopian kids and says, "Oh, look at the flies on their head." You just wrong.
She eats
And
birthing
she's
sacks.
got the clout.
She probably runs to the village and says, "Look at my shoes."
God.
You're wrong.
I'm wrong for that. If we're gonna quote Shanny for a minute, I'm wrong for that.
Tell you what, these people are undope, Shabisky.
Very undope of you.
Very undope. We're definitely putting up a T-shirt that says undope.
This is
You're
so
right.
philanthropic. It's so philanthropic.
It's so philanthropic. God damn it, don't know what the pucker string is. Can't believe that shit. Here's the deal. If you don't know what the pucker string is, you hate Ethiopian kids. That's just the facts.
Yeah.
Motherfucking froze.
So
Froze. God damn it, connection lost.
we're fine. It's fine.
Cool.
Yeah.
What? Yeah, I'm fine.
Yeah. Oh, good.
Yeah.
Calm down.
Yeah, we're fine. Stop playing with your pucker string. Oh shit.
Yeah. Did Pimpmunk go away? Yeah, Pimpmunk went away.
Pimp
Yeah,
fuck.
he lost
Oh,
his
it was just.
connection.
Oh.
He was talking about his connection.
Oh, just okay. Well,
That's
that.
everyone else.
And then Skype just went away. Everybody in Skype. All right, guys, this is Boole. We've come to the end of the show. Please, thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe to the channels. Mine, MissyAnn, Patreons, Shabisky's, and Pimpmunk's. Donation information is in the chat. Please give us some money. We need it. We'd like to continue doing the show, and we enjoy. And thank you for watching. I'm gonna go ahead and